in the teeth of a blowing gale. Joining me is City manager Mark Jones. Mark, you had to work really hard in horrendous conditions, but I think the corner count alone speaks for itself. You probably deserved to win the game today.
Yeah, I think it's always going to be difficult here, and we try to prepare the players for that. We saw the weather forecast was a howling wind, and seems to be blowing a gale every Saturday, doesn't it? To be fair, but when you come to places like this, you have to show character. You have to show a bit of determination. People want to talk about playing football and all that type of stuff, but you've got to accept sometimes the level that you're at, and you have to play to the conditions and show some honesty in performance and that type of thing. And I thought it was. I thought we deserved it in the end. Yeah, I thought without wishing to be disrespectful to each other, I thought we were the better side on the day, and a very, very hard fought 1-0 win. That's 2 1-0 wins away from home now on the trot. So I think the boys have shown that they have got character, they have got heart, which is important. And now we've got to see if we can look a little bit at our home form, which we need to improve.
And the first half, it could have potentially been 2 or 3-0 really. The goal obviously coming midway through the half, but two big talking points. Kabi Shimanga going down very early on under quite a heavy challenge, and the referee deemed that to be a yellow card against Shimanga, and also Ashby at the end there putting the ball into the net, and the referee deeming that to be a foul.
No, that's right. Obviously I'm a long way from the penalty incident, but it looked a sort of penalty, and everybody was, I think, expecting the referee to point to the spot, and he obviously thought that Cabby dived there, but a lot of people closer to it than me sort of were saying it was a Stonewall penalty, but the referee can obviously only give what he sees. But and then I didn't sort of the one that went straight in from the corner. He's given a foul for something sort of in the 6-yard box there. He's seen something, but all I was trying to say was the ball sort of went sailing straight in at the near post. So whatever was going on, I don't think really sort of affected the direction of the ball or anything like that. So a couple of decisions against us again. We don't seem to get an awful lot, as we say, do we? But I thought it was important not to panic at half time, because I think maybe a lot of people have said, with that strong wind behind you first half, you should be more than 1-0 up. But the problem is you've got to keep saying, well, listen, let's not focus too much on the wind. We can still play, and at times it's actually a little bit easier to play against the wind than it is with it, in terms of trying to play passes through. Because otherwise, a lot of the times first half the ball's running off the end of the pitch and all that. But the conditions are terrible, aren't they? The game never gets called off for wind, but it's. Any footballer will tell you, anybody involved in football, it's the worst conditions you can play, and it spoils the game. Poor old Kingy, I think, has got to pick his quad up from the 6-yard box. He's tried to kick the ball that many times in the second half, doing his best against the howling wind. And as I say, I don't think you'd find that type of football or performance on any sort of academy philosophy documents. But this is where we are. We're in the National League South. We know we're going to, when you're playing in this country, you know that for 2 or 3 months of the year it's going to be these types of conditions, and you have to have players that can deal with that, and obviously try and play some football if you can as well.
And the second half, I thought that the wind actually seemed to pick up even more. It's still blowing now, and what was really encouraging was, as expected, Thurrock did sort of come at you a little bit, but your defence stood firm, and when the defence was occasionally breached, Craig King yet again was in top form.
No, he was. I thought Kingy was excellent today, very, very assured. We do think he's a top keeper at this level. It hasn't all gone his way over the last month or so, with a couple of sort of sendings off and things like that, but he's a very, very capable keeper, and he's assured there at the back. I thought his handling was good, his kicking in the circumstances today was excellent, and he's a big player for us. But all through the team today, I thought we had people that showed that they want to play for the club, people that showed that it is important, they do want to win games of football and get points on the board. And I thought this was a big game here today. A lot of people were saying beforehand, you'll be okay, I don't think you'll get sucked down into the relegation and that. But if we hadn't got the victory today, and Thurrock would have beaten us, I think that would have now then been sort of 7 points off the bottom 3. You're going in then into the last 7 games, and you start looking over your shoulder. So it was a big win for us today, and I think we showed a lot of character, as I say.
Just finally looking ahead to next week, home to Dulwich Hamlet, I felt that the Dulwich game away this season in front of a massive crowd was actually one of your best league performances of the season, just before the FA Cup match, of course. But Dulwich have proved this year what a good side they are. So you will, as you mentioned with your home form, you really will need to be switched on to get something out of that next week.
That's right, yeah. And the last few games at home, haven't been great for us. We are due a home win. Dulwich, I think, got a good victory today. I think I've just had a little look at the scores. So yeah, we want to get our performance right at home. Give the home supporter something to cheer. And we've got to get that balance right. Maybe when we're at home on the 3G, do we sort of perhaps think about playing football maybe a bit too much at times and not sort of concentrate on all of the basics and the battling qualities that you have to do. We have to look at that. You've got to get the balance right in your performance. But no, I thought it was a difficult day for us today. A hard working on his performance. Just a quick mention to Kyron Wiltshire. I thought he took his goal well, and I thought he worked very hard today. I asked Kyron for a little bit more before the game. I didn't think he'd been fantastic the last couple of performances, but he showed his worth today in the team, got the winning goal and took it very well. So we're pleased for him and pleased for everybody concerned.
And rumour has it next week spring's going to arrive and there will be less of this win, so hopefully a bit more of an entertaining game.
Thank you, Kieran. Cheers.